We're going to go over the 3 things you need to do to be able to get stunning photos on your Sony A7IV. The first thing is you need to start shooting in electronic shutter unless there's another reason why, and I'll go over that. Electronic shutter puts less wear and tear, in fact none, on your shutter, so your camera will actually last longer. The other thing it does is it does not make a noise. You're silent shooting. So if you're shooting things like weddings, wildlife, so weddings, wildlife, baby showers, anything where you want to be a little more discreet, or you don't want to scare things away, put an electronic shutter. And then not only just to not scare things away, you need to put it in that so that you do not put more wear and tear on your shutter. I use mechanical shutter when I need to use things like bulb mode. So for things like astrophotography, Milky Way photography, where you need the bulb mode, I will switch mine to mechanical shutter. Other than that, 99% of the time, I am in electronic shutter. You can get things like banding or warping because of the way it's reading out on the sensor. So if you're panning your camera really fast, maybe there's like a light post or something and it's straight up and down, maybe you get a little warping in it. I find that most people, 99% of people, would not ever notice the small artifacts that the electronic shutter can cause, and it's well worth keeping an electronic shutter. The second thing we're going to go over is customization. Everyone needs to go into your camera and you need to set up your custom buttons for the stuff you shoot. If you want to see what I do and the way I set up my camera, I'm happy to do a video. Place a comment down below. I'm happy to show you how I set up my Sony A7IV, but right now you need to go in and pick the things you want to set up. One of the things you definitely need to do is set up your focus modes, your focus, whether it's zone, spot, small, large, tracking. Make sure you go in there and do that. There's all kinds of different buttons and customs and things you can do. So all the things you like to use, make sure you go in and set it up in a place where you know where it's at and you can access it quickly. Third thing we're going to talk about, I know this isn't photo, but it's how to get stunning footage, and you want stunning footage. If you have an A7IV, you should be shooting video. I don't think you should be sticking to photo. That's just me. Whole untapped world, and your camera is more than capable of it. It's what I'm shooting on right now. You want to go in and set up clear image zoom. Now, some of you, depending on what you shoot, you might not care about it, but I'm thinking a lot of people will find it useful at some point. And if you're a wildlife photographer or sports photographer, race cars, whatever, you're gonna find this very, very useful. Anything where you need distance, you're shooting with telephoto lenses. Clear image zoom for this camera allows you to crop in and still get the same or very, very close to the same resolution. It'll say 4K or HD. I'm gonna show you 2 examples right here. The first one is 4K. Now you get the 4K crop, which I think in this specific scenario that I'm showing you, you get 1.5 times. This is on a 600mm lens, so you will go in to 900mm. You then get to zoom in another 1.5 times. So what is that? 1350. So you get 1,350mm of reach, and I'm on a 600mm lens. The second example I'm going to show you is in HD60. You can go into APS-C mode, and then you can go in 2 more times. So APS-C mode puts you at 900mm, and then I can zoom all the way in to 1800mm. I can double that, which is insanity, and still get high definition video at 1800mm. I don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on super long lenses or teleconverters. I can just use this, and I can't tell you how much video footage I have shooting like this. It's amazing. Anyway, those are my 3 tips. If you found this useful, like, subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to see how I set up my camera, or if you have any other ideas and things you'd like me to go over. Thank you.